Okay, so this is the Brooklyn House tour part 2. So first one we focus on the inside of the house and all the changes, and then now we're going to take a tour of the outside. But there's a lot of overgrowth in this property. I've already addressed some of it, but there is still so much more to go. But I can't. This thing once it's done, it'll be absolutely stunning. I can't wait to really do up the curbside appeal on this, and then when people drive by, just like, wow, that's really cool. But the view, the scenery is just incredible. I love the rolling hills of Virginia. I'm coming from North Carolina, so to actually appreciate the hills here, because there's hardly any houses, is a lot nicer. You get to see them more versus in North Carolina. Well, at least where I was from in North Carolina. All right, so come on back and we're gonna take a tour. So it's got a little hidden oasis back here. And, it just needs a lot of good, basically planting of flowers and actually currently it's very pretty outside during the spring. The previous owner planted some really beautiful things here, and I just love all the flowers that spring up during the spring. There was a ton of overgrowth and a ton of ivy that basically was taking over the house. So a lot of that has been removed. The corner of this house had a huge amount of just overgrowth. So it's all been taken down. Before, you could not even see the back of the property. Like it was so bad, you couldn't even see the back of the property. So I know it's not pretty right now, but compared to what it was before, it's a huge difference. So at one point there used to be a pond. It looks like it used to be a pond there. I would like to redo that pond there again, add a little bit more to it, but yeah, that's why you have that big hole right there. And I do like how this is hidden from the front. Like, you would not, it's so funny, time and time again, after I've had many contractors out here, the first thing they do when they walk back here is like, there's a pool back here? Because you just don't know, it's so hidden, you don't know what's back here. So, this pool used to be an in-ground pond, a cemented pond. It was in horrible condition. I don't even know when was the last time it had any kind of care to it. So I know it's not like pretty right now, but compared to the way it was before, it has definitely come a long way. It's actually blue and you can actually see the floor versus not seeing anything. I don't know how many like tadpoles and frogs I killed in this thing. And I hate killing life, but yeah, it was either that or not close on the house, because this thing, in order for this house to close, had to be functional, operating, and clean. So it's a nice little area. Eventually, I'll do the back of the, actually my first year and a half, I plan to address the outside, and of which part of it includes this pool area. So I'll be redoing the floors, getting rid of all the wood, putting new patio pavers all the way around, cutting back a lot of these trees. I don't know that I would love to be able to put new iron all the way around, because it'll last longer and look prettier, but I haven't priced it out yet, so we'll see if I'll be able to do that. But come on here, we'll take a look at the pool house. So this is a hot tub that is functional. And the only way that I know that it's functional is one day my friend and I were cleaning out here and this thing turned on for no reason. Like, literally turned on by itself for no reason. So, I don't know. I guess the ghost that's here got fed up with us working on the pool and was like, you need to work on the hot tub because it's getting colder and, we got to get ready for that. So, anyways, hint, hint. All right, so here's the pool house. So this whole thing is going to be completely gutted out because there's a reason why I want to address the pool house first, and that is because I plan to put a kitchenette here. I will be doing an extension and then eventually renting this out as an Airbnb. But this first part here will become the entertainment center where I'd like to have a kitchenette. And so once I'm finished with this area, I'll be able to have a place to cook so that I can focus on the main house. And my first plan of attack for the main house is the kitchen and the dining room. So since I'll have a kitchen out here, I won't have to worry about working on that space. I mean, it'll be a little bit inconvenient because I'll have to come out here to cook and stuff, but at least this will all be, you know, set up nicely for being able to cook in for now. But there will be a bathroom and a half at least added to this, along with another bedroom on the other side of those two bathrooms. So there'll be one bathroom, and then another bedroom. And yeah, get it ready for make it more into the in-law suite. So when my parents do come, they can have a place to stay, and then also rent it out as an Airbnb. So let's take a quick tour of the back of the property. So sadly, this house used to have it's a separate kitchen. Back in the days, they had a completely separate kitchen because the house got too hot to cook in. So there was a kitchen right there where you see all the debris there. Sadly, I had to take it down. I could not salvage it. They would not let me keep it because the property would not close with the kitchen in the condition that it was. I was hoping that they would let me fix it up, but it would have taken too much money, too long, and I couldn't afford to wait another year to close this property. So it had to come down, but I did salvage a lot of the wood from the house, which I'll make my my kitchen cabinets and little pieces of furniture here and there using those materials. Those beautiful rocks right there, I'll turn into use for a pond in here, and then so you know it won't be completely at a loss, but still it was sad for it to go. There's just a lot of history there. So we'll take a little quick tour in the back of the house. So there was a structure right here. It had to come down according to the lender. It had to be demolished. So that's where you see all that debris right there. Actually, over on yonder is there's a cemetery there, and that's actually where the original owners of the house are buried. And again, I'm not going to get into the history of today, but I will do a separate video about the history of the original owners and all the history of how this house involves like the Civil War and everything. So, but yeah, this is another building that had to come down, unfortunately, but it was already kind of coming down anyway. So this house sits on 5 acres, and it goes just a little bit past those all that brush or those trees right there. So another structure that had to come down was this right here. It was unsafe. It was probably as old as this smokehouse building. The smokehouse was fixed up so that I could save it and not have to tear it down. Otherwise, it would have had to be torn down as well. But the smokehouse adds a lot of value to the property. But this other structure had to be torn down. And I'm little by little going through the wood and trying to salvage what I can. So I could reuse and repurpose some of those materials. But all this, has to be. I got a guy coming in here to take all this metal out and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the back of needs a lot of work. I have a lot of plans for this. Doing some beautiful landscaping, like those beams right there. Those are gonna go. I'm actually gonna use those in the pool house. So the whole pool house, when I gut it out, I'll put those beams across the top because they're just beautiful, and I have several of those beams. And those are from the inside of the house, and then also from the kitchen. From the kitchen. But yeah, that's pretty much that's it. That's the whole tour of the Brooklyn house or Brooklyn plantation. Well, stay tuned for probably the next video. I'll probably do I'll actually start to video the work that's being done on the house. But stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.